Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating, and rainbows, no sunshine. It's going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. Let's get right on into it. All right, first up, the chosen one, the Wonder Boy, the Moto Messiah, appears to be what? You guessed it, back as he goes 1-1 for the day. If it wasn't for the massacre at Hangtown, he possibly could be on his way to his second perfect season. We'll never, ever know. But one thing's for sure, it seems like Jetson is happier now that the pressure's off than he was totally healthy with the pressure on. The kid seems happier at the moment. And what about his brother Hunter? First moto, keeping him honest right there. And then Chase looks like he was going to try. Unfortunately, Chase just can't get the crash monkey off his back. He's getting so close, but it reminds me of deja vu when he was dealing with Eli in a similar way. Now he's got to deal with the Wonder Boy, and it's going to be even harder. So it could be, in fact, the Wonder Boy going perfect for the rest of the season. I don't know. It will be hard for him to do. We got a lot of tracks. This is the outdoors. Anything can happen, as we saw in the Hangtown Massacre. And I think the pressure's off. I don't think the kid wants anybody to beat him. I think if he was going to let anybody have a chance, he would probably give one to his brother. But we already could see he didn't even want to do that. He is not willing to he doesn't want to let Hunter go by. He doesn't want to let anybody. And he should, at this point, give your brother a win. You don't have to worry about the perfect season anymore. But he does have to worry about the championship. So you wouldn't want to gift anybody a win, even your brother. And then maybe some DNF or mechanical happens, and then you lose the championship by a point or two. And if you had not gifted your brother the win, you would have had it. So that's why you just can't do it. Now, this should get interesting moving forward, though, because we at some point are anticipating seeing Eli come back. He needs SMX points. We're going to see Cooper back. Webb, he needs SMX points. We're going to see Kickstart Kenny back. He wants SMX points. Now, none of these guys had anything for the Wonder Boy. Even during Supercross, really, when you think about it, nobody could touch the Wonder Boy. So can we really expect any of these guys are going to come in and magically beat the Wonder Boy when they haven't even been racing? They're not up to race pace? Of course not. They're going to come in there, stack some points, get what they need, and get out. If a win's there, are they going to take it? Of course they are. That's what these guys do. They're champions. But I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. That's just the reality. Now, here's the thing. Also, side note, we're hearing that Kickstart is potentially not going to be kickstarting his bike anymore. He might be going to Star. Rumors are Kenny to Star, which is a really interesting move. Like, why would you bring Kenny over to Star? It's not like he's some young phenom that's just coming up. He's not a championship threat, but he's a feel-good story. He's a big fan draw for the team. And he definitely has it in him. Like, it wouldn't surprise anybody if all of a sudden Kickstart Kenny gets on a Star Racing Yamaha and clicks. And oh my God, like, this dude's phenomenal. If anybody can do it, it's Kickstart. I mean, short of his compromised arm that he's had to rehabilitate, this dude's an animal. Like, he's got everything in him in terms of being able to do it. But how much do you really want to do it when you got a wife and kid at home? Do you really want to go toe-to-toe with the chosen one, the Wonder Boy, the Moto Messiah? No, you don't. So it's an interesting. Probably tells us that Eli is probably going to pack it in after this next season, playoffs, whatever, and usher in Kenny Boy to take that bike. Who knows? I don't know. It's pure speculation. And speaking of that, moving forward, the 250 class, the feel-good, the Cinderella story of the day. Clearly, without a shadow of a doubt, Ty Masterpool, from factory equipment to privateer equipment to getting the fill-in ride, what every privateer dreams about. Well, son, maybe you'll get a fill-in ride for one of these teams, and then you can try to capitalize on that. How many times have you seen anybody capitalize on a fill-in ride the way Ty did? I've never seen it. I've never, ever once seen somebody come out of nowhere like that and capitalize on a fill-in ride and win an overall in that kind of way, and delivering the 300th win for an emotional Mitch Payton, who dedicates that 300th win to his recently late father barely able to finish the interview. In fact, he couldn't. He's choking back tears. I almost cried for him. I mean, it was a feel-good story, right? And then Ty loses one of his brothers to the sport. God-fearing folks, still praising God. Despite, if anybody should be mad at God, it should be him. My brother, he's gone. Nope. He's giving that glory to God. And he gets his first ever win, delivers Mitch, who, I'll tell you what, McAdoo and Hammaker, you better buckle up and strap in, because this Ty Masterpool kid is probably taking somebody's ride, or at least finding a spot on that team. They are finding, this will be interesting, because no matter what happens moving forward, Ty Masterpool capitalized. It wasn't a flash in the pan. He had been looking good. He got up to race pace, and he did what he had to do to make that win happen. Very, very impressive, to say the least. Congratulations. And did you see, before we wrap up Ty Masterpool, Danger, full send at the end of Moto 2. I was like, no, he's going to rob Ty Masterpool. It was like when Savacci thought he had the fast lap time on Ricky's Triumph. He's down there getting ready for his podium speech, a fast lap. And then somebody comes in at the last lap and robs him of it. Heartbreaker. Triumph, you're looking good, but you're still, I mean, it's one of those things, man. I mean, I don't even know what to say. A different video for Triumph. But, I mean, the bike looks good. The riders look good. But, I mean, it's your first year, dudes. And you've already had a little bit of bad luck with Evan Ferry. I mean, that's the one thing maybe you did do right, is poor Evan Ferry. Like, he left like it was Triumph's fault. Like, I'm Evan Ferry. I'm a big deal. Didn't even make it into the motos. Couldn't qualify in. Evan Ferry, man, you need to pull off a Masterpool type of comeback, and I'm just not sure if I got any money going on that one. That was insanity. But Danger, clearly the man to beat. Vial, Frenchie, and speaking of Ferrandis, Frenchie too, you know, we're going to Red Bud next weekend, or week after next, and it's going to be Americana through and through, which is cool. Frenchies, you guys are all welcome. You know, Australians, we got it all. We're international up in here. But the reality is this: Danger Boy is clearly the man to beat in the 250s, and he almost put ice water on that fire of Mitch and Ty Masterpools. I thought that Cinderella story was going to be a Cinderella nightmare, and I appreciated Danger, classy on the podium, giving props to Masterpool, happy for him. Wasn't like, oh, I could have beat him, I should have put a wheel in, I just decided to be nice. No, he was very, very cool about it. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy. I want to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested, high point. Welcome to the swimming pool. Kind of delivered a Cinderella story. Was kind of nice to see. The Wonder Boy, the chosen one, the Moto Messiah, goes 1-1 on the day. Some interesting stories. It wasn't too bad. Track, wasn't the greatest track, but it wasn't horrible. It delivered. I'm excited to see this thing moving forward. And that's why Walty will have to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. Appreciate the content. I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.